Hey, what's up, guys? Flying Bigfoot Gaming here, and this is basically, it's kind of going to be a story time, but this is basically what happened at school today. Okay, so as you can tell by the title of the video, this is how I caught my teacher smoking weed. I'm pretty sure it was her. I did not see her smoke it, but I walked it. It was my advisory teacher. Okay, I'm not gonna say her name because I don't think that would be okay, and I don't think I can do that. But basically, I walk into advisory, and that's basic. If you don't know what advisory is, it's basically like a period before actual school starts. Like at the beginning of the day, you go to advisory, and that's where they you can like finish work that you didn't do, or you could go to a different class that you have to talk to the teacher about something. But I sit in the back because, you know, I like sitting in the back and talking. But I sit in the back, but I sit in like, because the teacher's desk is in the back too, but she's never at the desk. She's always up front by like the projector and stuff. And so I walk into the class and I go to sit behind my desk, and because my nose is pointing towards her desk, I smell like straight up dank ass weed. Like, this shit was strong, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, no one in our school is stupid enough to walk in with weed in their pocket or smelling like weed. And then, you know, I sat there for a minute and questioned myself, and I was like, nah, no one's that stupid. And it was right by her desk, and I asked anyone else. I asked someone else that I knew. I asked them if they smelled it over where they were sitting, and they were like, nah. And so I told them to come over by my like by the desk that I was sitting in. And she was, she came over to my desk, and she was like, yeah, it smells like straight up weed over here. And I was like, yeah, that's what I said. And this teacher, like, she's always happy. The only time I don't see her happy is when kids aren't doing their work. But she's always happy, and she's always, like, joyful. And I think I found the reason why. But basically, my day just continued smelling like weed. I know it wasn't me because I don't smoke weed, but my day continued smelling like weed. Like, every class that I went to smelled like weed. And like, I went, except for PE, because the PE lockers don't smell like weed. Some of them do, but I don't have any, and no one by me smokes that I know of. But after PE, I go to my social studies class, and that class smelled like weed. Not the teacher, just necessarily the whole room. And the teacher didn't notice it, I don't think, but some of the kids noticed it. I think the teacher just like kept it to himself and was gonna like report it after school. But I went to my math class, and in math it's just like fuck around time, because like it's not really it, because the teacher, she's it's basically the worst teacher in the whole school, and I have her for math and science because she teaches double periods, and school thought it'd be a good idea for me to just stay in that class. But that class straight up, just one corner smelled like weed, and it had to be the corner that I was sitting in, so it looked like it was me, because she always thinks I'm doing something bad, even though it's the people next to me, and she always yells at me, and I'm like, I ain't doing nothing. She's like, well, then, or this is how the conversation went down. She said, stop talking, Jerry, and I was like, I'm not doing nothing, I wasn't talking. She was like, I don't care if you're talking now, why does it smell like weed in this corner? And I said, I don't have weed, I don't smoke. She was like, oh yeah, sure, that's why it smells like that. She told me to step outside, please. She was like, really, have you been smoking weed? You can tell me, I won't tell anyone. And I was like, no, I don't smoke. I was like, I play basketball, I don't smoke. Even as my coach. And she was like, okay, fine. I believe you. Like, she said it hella sarcastic. Like, you knew she was lying when she said that. And I was kind of scared because, you know, I think she could still get me suspended by suspecting that I smoke weed. It's kind of stupid. But my day continued, and at lunch, I don't know what I was doing at lunch. I think I was talking to some people. Yeah, I was talking to some people. I was in like a group and I was talking to some people. We were all making jokes and stuff. And then one of the yard duties walks by and she says, sir, can you please step over here? Like she had some bad news to tell me. Like, you know, in the movies when you're in the hospital and they tell you to step up, like that's literally the voice she had. And I was like, yes. And she was like, excuse me, why do you smell like weed? And I said, I don't smell like weed. I don't smell like weed. I don't smoke. She was like, am I gonna have to send you up to the office and the principal deal with this? And I was like, I don't smoke. Even asked my 4th period teacher. And she was like, okay, fine, I will. Who's your 4th period teacher? And I tell her the teacher's name. And she's like, okay, fine. We're gonna go over there and talk to her. And I was like, okay, fine, maybe we will. She's like, if not maybe, hurry up. And I was like, okay, damn. And then we go over there and she's like, oh yeah, he doesn't smoke. I don't know why he smells like that, but he doesn't smoke. And she's like, does anyone that you know smoke? And I was like, no that I know smokes around me. Like, I've never even, she said, I told her this, I've never even seen a blunt. It was a lie. But, we, like, had this 15-minute she basically wasted my lunch, because I know the stupid girl, she don't like me. And they basically wasted my lunch. And it was kind of annoying, because I had, like, people to talk to, girls to flirt with, you feel? And then I was like, okay, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes into it, now they're just like talking to each other. And I was like, okay, can I go back to lunch now? And she's like, no, you have to wait here. Stop giving me attitude or I'll send you up to the principal's office. And I was like, fine, whatever. And I went and sat down at my desk because lunch was basically over. And I was just going to sit here until the bell rang. She said, fine, you can go out. And she, like, the bell rang for lunch to be over, okay? And she said she had to walk me to lunch and I had to walk back. It was so, I want to punch her in the throat. I was so annoyed at that girl. But then I get into 5th period, and I found out why people thought I was smoking weed and I smelled like it. It was because I look up, because I sit in the back, okay? And in the back, I sit on the side of the teacher's desk. Like, teacher's desk is up front and I sit on the left side, which is where her desk is. And there's some bookshelves. And they're like small bookshelves, but they're like up to my chest, and I'm 6'3", so they're kind of tall. And I look on the corner of the bookshelf, like in between one of the books and the corner of the bookshelf, like the wall, and there's a fucking blunt. I don't know who was keeping it there, but they're probably retarded. And I didn't say nothing because I'm not gonna be that guy. But I just leave that class and then I go to my writing class. And this class is the most boring class I have. And that's basically, like, really, this class, all I did in that class was I ate, I straight up had like a dinner. I brought a fork and everything. I had like a sirloin steak. And excuse me, but my my writing teacher, she was all like, please no one eat in my class. Like, she's not the type of teacher to like take your food. She just says, please don't anyone eat in my class. I was like, well, okay. I was like, okay, I'll just like sneak the food in. And some kid throws me a Capri Sun across the classroom. Okay, teacher's looking at grading some papers, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, what the fuck? I'm just gonna take it. I'm not gonna be able to drink it in class, but I'm just gonna take it because I know I can't sneak a fucking Capri Sun and drink it. But she looked it up as like a little bit of the Capri Sun was going. She was like, Jerry, what do you have in your hand? And I didn't know what to do, so I stuck the Capri Sun down my pants. Okay? And so unprofessional, I'm eating during the video. But I can't help myself, okay? And she's all like, come over here. And I said, shit. It's gonna fall out of my pants. And I was like, okay, fuck it. And I literally got saved. Because she's like, never mind. Sit right there. I'm gonna come over to you and search your backpack. And I said, okay. And she comes over there, she searches my backpack. All she finds is empty food wrappers, and literally there's nothing she can do about that. But she's like, okay, fine, you're clear to go, because it was the end of class and it was the end of school. She was like, fine, you're clear to go, but remember, next time I'm gonna search you. I was like, okay. But basically, that's been my story for today, and this has been Flying Bigfoot Gaming out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.